So a lot of our audience with Tavern are, um, entrepreneurs. They're working maybe in some corporate job. Um, then maybe they're working from home. Uh, working for a small business. So if we're taking this skill in tapping into that theta wave state and then maybe reprogramming their impulsive behaviors or their thought patterns, um, is there a starting point, like when you enter an organization, like a, let's say Coca-Cola hired you to come in, um, is the starting point just kind of basic analyzing like either like stress patterns or job satisfaction, something along those lines, and then helping the team boost morale through each individual kind of reprogramming those parts of their brain or their habitual patterns that are either bringing negativity or stress into their lives? Or is there another kind of entry point for organizations that you would usually start with?
Well, I think it's really important that whoever the leadership of the organization is involved, because if they're involved with it and they're involving their teams and their staff in it, then it's something that can really make a difference. If it's they're really interested in changing the culture, and because otherwise, if you tell your staff to do something but you're not really involved in it, it's not something that's really sustainable and that has any significant effect on changing the culture. So we look at what a company's goals are, what kind of and then what their vision is, what kind of culture do they want to create, what's getting in the way, what's limiting them, and so as you start to do this work, you also start to create authentic relationships, right? As you start to share amongst each other and bring in, I know like authenticity and vulnerability are like huge buzzwords right now for
Yep.
a lot of corporate work. And the reason it's so powerful is because when we start to share with other people, we start to see other people as human beings, and we move more out of that competitive mode where we're like, I have to win at all costs. And you start
Yeah.
to see the people who you work with, who maybe you have some challenges with, but you see them as human beings, and they have lives and they have issues, and then you start to be able to support them and they can support you. And so you foster this environment of trust because you know something about them. Most people, go to work and they check in and check out and they do their job and maybe they do some social stuff, but they're not. You have to kind of wear a mask when you go to work. I have to be this one to my boss and this one to my spouse and whatever. But like the beauty of this work is to learn to be authentic, and then you can be authentic in every single situation. You don't have to hold up the mask. It takes so much energy to be all these different people to other people in your life.